righty, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for all coming through this morning, or this afternoon now. Very grateful to have you here with us on this Wednesday. We're going to spend a few minutes now talking through DuePoint. That's why you're all here. That's why you guys are all watching us. And I'm hoping that by the end of this afternoon, the misery of the 6th petrol price increase in 9 months will be a distant memory, and we'll be focused on things slightly more positive going forward. I have seen so many memes about the petrol price increase, but my favorite one so far is a guy, not a child, a guy, sitting on Santa's lap, and Santa asking him, "What would you like for Christmas?" And him saying, "Some petrol, please." That probably just sums up our economy right now. But ladies and gentlemen, let me start by telling you that DuePoint is a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited. We're a licensed and listed life and short-term insurance company. We've been around for about 66 years. It'll be 67 years next year. So we call it 7 decades now. This is not a new business. We have been a part of the financial services sector for a long time, and we are well established in this business. So guys, I want to encourage you to not believe that this is something new just because you haven't heard of it before. This is something that has been around a long time. We are, as I said, licensed and listed on the JSE. You can find us on the FSCA's website as well. All our licensing is there. There's the financial services providers license that we have here at Constantia. We actually have a couple. I was reading the FSCA. Now, the FSCA is the Financial Service Conduct Authority. They are the most draconian regulator in the country right now. I think they actually come with fangs, and they look after anything that is insurance and banking. Today I was reading through their bulletin and their newsletter recently, and I tell you, it's serious, serious business being in the sector these days. So I wanted, again, just to let you know that go and do the research, get comfortable who you're dealing with here. You may have dealt with other companies that do direct selling before. Believe you me, they do not go through the ringer like we go through the ringer here in the financial services sector. You're dealing with something that is very genuine and very audited and very reviewed and very regulated here at DuePoint. In addition, guys, I want you to know this is a real business. Now, for those of you in the audience today, you can see that this is a real business. We have offices, we have people. You can actually see me over there standing in front of you here today. Those of you watching on the camera often say to our wealth engineers, "I don't believe it. I don't believe it's real. It's just video recording, photoshopped and whatever, edited." Folks, I can assure you we are very real. Take the time whenever you're up here in Joburg to come through to our offices and meet us. You've got to be comfortable with a couple of things. One, DuePoint is a local South African company. It is made up of South Africans. It has been built in the South African context for South Africans. Nothing in South Africa today that does any form of direct selling like this can tick all of those boxes. And so I want you to come and get that comfort before you start understanding what we do at DuePoint. For those of you who are comfortable and in that position already, let me tell you what it is that we do here. We have 2 objectives, but our primary objective is the creation of wealth in the hands of South Africans. This is very, very different from anything you've done before. In fact, I was just talking to Rob. You would have seen him outside. He's the short, ugly one over here. He and I were talking outside there. And we were talking about the fact that in South Africa, South Africans are fixated on product. Okay, and fixated on product. Why? Because this is what they've been trained to do over decades. In the beginning, you guys were selling, I can't even remember all the things that have come through, vitamins, tablets, minerals, deodorants, cleaning agents for the floor and your clothes. That progressed into electronic currencies, and what do we got now? Toiletries is the latest things, and pots and pans, and we're always trying to sell something. Now guys, selling something does not create wealth. It doesn't matter what they told you, whatever conference you went to, or whatever website or WhatsApp image you saw, you will not create wealth selling things. Why? Because it is what I call cash in transit. You make money when you sell the pot, but then there is no further money from that point forward. It is once off cash, and it doesn't matter if they give you 150,000 Rand for that pot. The money is gone like water through your fingers. It's just gone. And we see it permanently. Those of you who are estate agents, those of you who are call center salespeople, those of you who live on commission will know the moment you stop selling, the cash disappears. There is no more income. We are not in the business of selling product here at DuePoint. We're in the business of creating wealth. It is a significant difference, and it is our defining feature here at DuePoint. Folks, we create a regular, recurring income for you. One that is there every month, one that you can rely on, one that's there when you cannot sell. It is there when you can't work. It is there when you have no time. That is what we do at DuePoint. And it is one that puts you back in control. Despite 7 taxation increases this year, that's what they've been, 7 taxation increases this year, we put you back in the controlling seat. We put a tool in your hands that creates this wealth for you. And when you're in control, you don't need things like debt anymore. You don't need to concern yourself around taxation increases like we've been through this year. You are now able to create income and control your expenditure through the creation of wealth with us. Our second objective here at DuePoint is to get South Africans participating in this, as I said, draconianly regulated industry in South Africa. Because it is so regulated, 99% of you are not involved and cannot benefit from the financial services sector. We believe that as part of our system, we've designed a way for South Africans to be part of this industry again. With those 2 objectives put together, we created what we call the DuePoint system. The DuePoint system allows you as individuals to contract with us as wealth engineers. As wealth engineers, we ask you to do one thing. It is not the selling of products. It is not the advertising of DuePoint. It is not the advising of people on our products. No, we ask you to do one thing. The simple task of connecting individuals to us. We just want connection. With that connection, we're able to create market penetration as an insurance company. With greater market penetration comes greater revenue, and that greater revenue results in that extra recurring income that we create for you. Now, why are we able to create it on a monthly basis? Because our products, financial services and lifestyle products, are there for life. They have no expiry date. They don't go off in your fridge or your garage. They don't break. They work perfectly every single time. You never have to return them. You never have to worry about late delivery or out of stock with us. No, instead, they all run on an electronic automatic debit order system, which means that every month, no matter what you're doing, whether you're lying in hospital or you're overworked at work, the debit orders run. And when they run, your income comes in every single month without fail. That is where you get the steadfastness. That's where you get the ability to forecast what your income's going to be. You know what it's going to be next month. You know what it's going to be for Christmas. This puts you back in control in our system. And we put it and have built it in a way that allows you not only to create that financial leverage, but the ability to leverage others in buying your time back. In our system, you can create teams. We call them channels. These teams work for you in creating wealth for yourself while they create wealth for themselves. They also, in time, will create a system for you that creates revenue 24 hours a day. It means you are not stuck anymore in your 9-to-5 job. That's what happens. You get stuck in your 9-to-5 job. That's the only time of the day you can create income. Most of you know you're working well more than the 40 hours you've been contracted for every single week. You know it. You're doing 60, 70, 80, but they're still only paying you for 40. I remember this. I was in auditing once, and I remember you could work a 100-hour week. I still got paid for 40. The other 60 were my charitable donation to the audit firm. And you guys do the exact same thing. You're going back after lunch now to work, are you not? And I'll bet most of you are going to work well past 5 o'clock tonight for that company, but they're going to stop paying you at 5. Here at DuePoint, our system allows you to create teams that are going to create income for you every hour of the day. Now, to be a wealth engineer in our system costs you nothing. To use the DuePoint system does not come with a fee. Not a starter fee, not a monthly fee. There's no kit you have to buy, no starter guide you have to buy, and you don't have to pay for application forms here at DuePoint. This is a tool we put in your hands, and we don't take your money. By simply being a product owner at DuePoint, you're automatically a wealth engineer at no additional premium. And also, the way the system is designed, every one of you can be wealth engineers. Anybody in South Africa can be a wealth engineer with us. You're not selling, you're not intermediaries, you're not brokers, you're not agents, you don't advertise, you never ever talk about our products ever in any way. And therefore, with this task of just connecting people to us, you're left in a position where you don't need any education, you don't need any qualifications. Anybody and everybody can connect people to DuePoint. And it means that everybody and anybody can create an asset with us. This is the thing we don't do in South Africa. You know it right now. You're not building assets for your children. There's no business waiting for your children when you pass away. No, you've got jobs. And you know that jobs don't do anything other than make you poorer. We know that. I mean, we've had 7 tax increases this year, which means that we became poorer 7 times this year. 7 times we became poorer this year. It doesn't create value. And when you die one day, they're not going to put your children in your job. No, we leave nothing behind for our children. It's a historical fact in South Africa. Now here at DuePoint, these channels that you're going to make, these channels of incomes, this regular, reliable, steadfast income you create here will be handed over to your children automatically when you pass away one day. And they will earn from the work that you did during your lifetime as you did. They'll be able to build that asset even further if they like and hand it over to your grandchildren one day. We create generational legacy at DuePoint in a way that nothing else in South Africa is doing right now. And we've also built this system in a way that you can be proud. One of the things we deal with all the time is people's ego. People's worry about standing on their own pride, damaging their pride. When I talk to my peers, they just want to crawl into the corner of a room as I talk to them about DuePoint, because they're so worried, not about not being able to feed their children, not about not being able to pay for their kids' education, not about not being able to buy a car for their kids when they turn 18. No, they're not worried about any of that. They're much more worried about what their friends will think of them. If only we could eat what our friends think about us. Okay, and yet we count it as a higher objective than our egos. This is the thing. So at DuePoint, we understood that being built in South Africa, and we created a system again that takes that into account. Everything you see here is at the highest quality level. The highest quality level, private bank quality level is what we have done here, from the staff to the offices to the technology we use. But in addition to that, we've taken away all the things people are most worried about. Having to sell, no selling. You're out. Having to have some kind of specific type of personality. No personality required in connecting people to DuePoint. Having to do presentations. Nobody has to do a presentation here at DuePoint. Only Rob and I do the presentations. We've got technology. The technology we have today puts us with you 24 hours a day. We give you 4 ways to leverage the technology. We give you 4 ways to not have to present at DuePoint. Firstly, you can go to our information counter. Go and buy one of our USB sticks. We seem to struggle with this one. We have these really, really great memory sticks. They're 170 Rand. On it's all the presentations that you need. You plug it into a TV or computer, 24 hours a day, you click play, there we are doing the presentation for you. Guys, get them. Wherever you are around the country, if you're worried about the cost of data, the cost of watching us live, get the USB stick. Just call client services now. And for every one of you here, on the way out, walk past the counter and pick up the USB stick. It means that you don't have to waste money on data in connecting people to us. And then the second way of connecting people to us is coming here. You guys are in our studio today as we broadcast around the country. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're in Gauteng, Joburg, and you can get here, we present out of here 7 times a week. Minimum 7, sometimes 9 or 10 times, but minimum 7 times a week. Monday through Saturday, night times, lunch times like now, and mornings. You can come through and be in one of our presentations. You don't ever have to do a presentation. And then the third way of connecting people to us is through our YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, search DuePoint, you will find our channel and every presentation we've ever done. Now what that does for you is it automatically makes you, DuePoint, and your channel a nationwide business. Nationwide. There is YouTube everywhere in South Africa, everywhere. I don't know if you know that, but it is absolutely everywhere. It's already on your phone right now. You can go to YouTube any time of the day, anywhere in the country, and you push play, and we're doing the presentation for you. You don't have to talk about products. You don't have to be excellent at describing DuePoint, because you'll be bad at it in the beginning. You will be. In fact, you'll suck in the beginning at describing. People say to me, Brendan, I went home, spoke to my aunt or uncle or dad or mom, and they laughed at me. They said, this is rubbish. It's another one of those things. And I said, yes, because you gave them the 30-second version of the 45-minute version I gave you, and you told it wrong. Okay? So, yeah, people are going to let you down. But the beautiful thing is you can go and just click play, and you can get my version to your dad, your mom, your uncle, your aunt, your cousin. Much harder to argue with me, because I've been doing this for a while. Okay? That's why we give you the technology. You do not need to ever have to present. And then the fourth way of connecting people to us is through our live broadcasts. Every one of those 7 presentations that we do every week is broadcast live across the country. So you look at our schedule again, you pick one that's convenient to you, you click the live stream button, it's right next to the event, you just click, and up on your phone comes us. Live. You are in the room with us. So if you're stuck at work or at home or from another province, no problem. Every day you can be live with DuePoint in our offices. There is no one in South Africa doing this today. No one that puts you into the office, into the business of our company, of their company, like we do here at DuePoint. So guys, those are the ways you connect. Now, as you connect people to DuePoint, couple of them are going to catch the vision like you. And when they do, we're going to allocate them to you, and your channel is going to be born. These individuals will go out, talk to people, connect them to us. Some will become wealth engineers, and again, we're going to allocate them to you. And this process will continue over and over as the leverage of our system spreads your channel across the country. We come along then as DuePoint. We do, not you, we. And as the insurance company, we facilitate the purchase of our products throughout your channel, and your income is born without you having to sell a thing. Now, you know, even as I give this presentation, Rulof, you'll know, I get quite excited about this. I get quite amped up. And yet I can see from the facial expressions of some of the people in this room, they're going, this is just another one of those things. I've seen one of these, I prefer selling my perfume bottles. Folks, you need to flick some switches in your head here today. You have never seen anything like DuePoint before. I'm willing to debate anybody on that. I'm ready. You have never seen it. Right now, I have just explained to you how you have one task. You go to your friends, you say, come watch this video, click. And as you push click, income is born for you. Because these individuals go, hey, I get it. I'm going to connect, take a product, pay. You didn't talk about the product. You didn't grab it out your car. You didn't, as I've seen some people walk in with a bag under their arm and have to hand it out to them. You click play, and you showed them the presentation. Your income was born. How long is South Africa going to take before they realize what we have done here at DuePoint? But guys, we do another thing here. We are painfully honest here. And maybe that's our problem. Maybe I should start doing like these little WhatsApps I see floating around, promising Ferraris and Range Rovers and 30,000 Rand handbags. You've all seen them. I earn 600,000 Rand a week. Have we seen those ones? Yeah. They're all lies. They're all lies. Because as soon as you go to that person, as I have, and say, can I see your bank statement? Can I see the SMS that showed the 600,000? You're definitely going to get an SMS the day you get 600,000 Rand put in your bank account. I promise the bank will let you know. Okay? When I ask to see that, it is never available. It is never available because it's not real. I have this one wonderful story. We had a guy come in here, very sauntered in like he was $1 million. And he said, I don't have to be here. I'm at this place. I earn 600,000 Rand a week or some number like that. And I said, oh, no problem. Well, come and see what we do. And he watched the presentation, got very excited, and signed up as a wealth engineer. And I said, I don't understand. Why did you sign up as a wealth engineer when you're earning 600,000? He said, no, I only got 30 Rand last week. But he was literally telling everybody he was getting 600,000 Rand. Now, what we do here at DuePoint is we tell you that you are not going to get 600,000 Rand a week here. You might one day, but you are going to have to work for it. This is an entrepreneurial venture. Entrepreneurial ventures, like starting your own business, like building a great career, does not take 5 minutes. Here, you are going to have to put time in. You're going to have to put energy in. You're going to have to be persistent. But how much better is it here where we don't take your money, where you are not losing financially, where you're not carting products around, to put time in? How much better is it when you don't have that burden to just go out and month after month, year after year, slowly and systematically build an income, a wealth that's not there when you're selling pots and pans, but is there every month no matter what you are doing? That's what we require here. Time from you guys. And we will get you to the pictures they show you in the WhatsApp groups. But you're going to have to put the time in with us here. Those of you who do, we start the process. We've got 4 products that we facilitate the purchase of here. Our first one is our Access Wealth Plan. It's 324 Rand a month. For that, you get 2 products, your very own tax-free investment account and 120,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover. Now, again, I see everybody immediately pay attention. They weren't listening to the first half of my presentation, but now that I've mentioned products, we're all paying attention. Folks, what do we do at DuePoint? Do we sell pots and pans? Do we sell cleaning agent? Do we sell financial services products? No. You are not sitting here this morning to become brokers. You're sitting here this morning to create wealth. Now, these are yours, and they are fantastic products. They're market leading. You go and watch our training videos on these. They're on our website and on YouTube, and you will know that we have the best products in the market too, in their categories. We designed it like that. But don't start tapping your friends. Here it is, here's the products. No. Tap them later on when we talk about how you create wealth. Our second product is our Wealth Guard product. It's 249 Rand a month, and for that you get $1 million worth of personal accident cover. No waiting periods, no maximum age limits, no medical examinations or declarations. Our third product is our Family Wealth Funeral Plan. It also comes with 2 elements. The first one is funeral cover. You can pick between 20 or 30,000 Rands worth of funeral cover, and you can add 5 or 10 family members to that plan in addition to yourself. In addition to all of that, we put 10,000 rands worth of outstanding debt cover on the plan as well for the principal member. What does that mean? It means that when the principal member dies, that's whoever bought the product, when they die, we cover 10,000 rands worth of their outstanding debt so that your family don't have to. Remember what we're trying to do here? We're trying to create assets. We're trying to create generational wealth. And we can't leave debt behind. We settle that in this plan. Starts at $299 a month. And then our third product is our Wealth Points Buyers Club. It's 299 Rand a month. With this product, you are able to reduce your expenditure. It is a club where you get access to all of our suppliers who come to us as a 7-decade-old insurance company, and they give us prices and vouchers and account managers and services and packages and deals that you couldn't ordinarily get as an individual. There are 4 training videos on this product. Watch them so that you understand how to use the product to reduce your expenditure. Watch the other videos as well to understand how the products have been designed to suit your whatever your needs are at the moment. Go and watch those videos. But when you as a wealth engineer talk about DuePoint, you do not talk about these. That's not what we're doing. We're creating wealth here. How would we generally get people to connect with us at DuePoint? Well, as an insurance company or bank, we get people to connect by advertising. Adverts everywhere. TV, billboards, radio stations, SMSs, websites, you know it. We're advertising hundreds of millions a year. We get you guys to pay for that cost through the cost of your products, don't we? We put into your funeral cover, your banking fees, your car insurance, whatever it might be that you're paying, every month you pay for next month's advertising. It's built in there. But at DuePoint, we do 0 advertising. 0. That's why you might not have ever heard of us before this morning. Who we use is you. You go out and you connect people to us. That's the task we put in your hands. And as you connect people to us, you allow us to take all that money that we were going to spend anyway. We were going to spend it on adverts. We were going to spend it at SABC, DSTV, Prime Media. We were going to spend it anyway. But you now allow us to redirect the flow of that expenditure, that money that we were going to spend, to you and your channel in the creation of wealth. And we do that in 2 ways. We start with our returns program. Our returns program pays you 27.50 Rand for every product payment in your channel every month, multiplied by a factor of where in your channel that payment was made. It's simplified. You go out, you chat to some of your friends. Your friends become wealth engineers, they pay for their product, and you get 27.50 Rand multiplied by 200%, 55 Rand. 55 Rand for every product every month. I can already see some of the faces like, 55 Rand? No, man, the WhatsApp I got this morning said I could get 450 Rand per pot. Yes, 450 Rand once. This is the big difference. It's 55 Rand for every product every month going forward, as long as that debit order is raised successfully. Now, folks, if this person over here takes 2 products, you get 110 Rand. If they take 3 products, you get 165 Rand. If they take 4 products, you get 220 Rand. 220 Rand is darn close to that 450, given that it comes in every single month going forward. Now, these folk go out, they're going to talk to some of their friends. Some will become wealth engineers as well, pay for their products, and again, you're going to get 27.50 Rand multiplied by 200%, 55 Rand. In this particular example, you've put a handful of people in, you're earning 1,000 Rand a month. 1,000 Rand a month. You've really not done a lot, and you have earned an extra 1,000 Rand. None of you are quitting your jobs to do this. None of you. You're going to add this to your lifestyles right now. And you've just added 1,000 Rand a month off of the back of 5 connections to DuePoint. Now, I know you've seen WhatsApps and Facebook groups that say you're going to be on 100,000 Rand in 90 days. Well, we all know that is not true, isn't it? Because none of you are on 100,000 Rand after 90 days, are you? And you actually don't know of anyone who is either. There's some that have pretended to be on it, but when you ask them, can I see the bank account or the SMS, they go, oh no, it's not available today. Yeah, no, it doesn't happen like that in real life. Here, you've put a little bit of effort in, you've got a little bit of output. You put a lot of effort in, and you will continue to earn of your entire channel at a diminishing rate only to the 8th point. From the 8th point on, you always get 4% of 27.50 Rand, no matter how many points are in your channel, and no matter how many products are being paid, just as long as you're qualified to earn. Go and watch our training. Understand how you earn at DuePoint, and you'll understand how there is unlimited earning potential. Here, it is all based on your input. How much input you put in is how much output this system is going to give to you. So we said the payment for success at DuePoint is time. So let's look at that payment. What is that payment? Here at DuePoint, we did a whole lot of research. We got a whole lot of data over 2 decades, and we did some maths. We said most people are busy, so we can't expect them to grow fast. They can only grow slowly. So we created a growth formula. We call it 3 plus 2. It says in your first month with us, you're responsible for connecting just 3 people to your first point. 3. Now, if you've ever been to a presentation from a direct seller, they'll tell you need to do 30 people a month. We've said to you in your first month, just do 3 people. 3 connections. If you can do 3 connections in your first month and 2 every month thereafter, we don't even increase it afterwards, we decrease it. 2 connections every month thereafter, but persistently. You never miss a month. We're coming up on December. December's actually a month. You have to connect 2 people. You can't go, no, December doesn't count. No, it does. Every month you connect just 2 people. You find it in your schedule, your busy, busy schedules. And you connect just 2 people. Then, if you do it over time, this is the price, this is the result. 6 months price of effort means 2,500 Rand a month. It's 2,500 Rand every month going forward. I know it's not the 100,000 after 3 months that everyone promised you on Facebook, but we also know that this is real, it is permanent, and it's genuine. That's a big difference. That's 30,000 Rand a year you've added to your household. If you can pay the price of 6 more months, 1 year with us, we reckon you can reasonably expect to be on about 9,000 to 10,000 Rand a month. 9,000 to 10,000 Rand a month, 120,000 Rand a year. That's what you've created by adding 3 people in your first month and 2 people every month thereafter. It has not been a big ask, but you've done it persistently and you have started changing your life. Do it for 2 years, and you'll be up to about 27,000 to 30,000 Rand a month. Can you do 2 years with us? Sure. They promised you back here that you'd be on 100,000 after 3 months. I'm saying 2 years, you'll be on 27,000 to 30,000 Rand. But how does your life change on 30,000 Rand right now, guys? I need you to think about that. Yes, everybody wants the 100,000. But what would 30,000 Rand a month extra do for you right now? Hey? How different? That's 2 years. Can you put 2 years in? Well, this is the big question. You see, if you were at your career and I said how many years you were going to do, you'd say, well, the rest of my life I'm going to work. Yeah. But when we say, I need 2 years, you go, what? No, 90 days. If it's not working by then, I quit. We say, no, you've got to give us 2 years. Could you do 3 years? Because at 3 years, you're going to be on around about 40 to 45,000 Rand a month. If you can do 4 years, you'll be on about 60 to 65,000 Rand a month. That's 4 years. How's your careers progressing at the moment? The last 4 years, have you gone from 0 to 64? 60,000? No. Oh, but Brendan, the problem with DuePoint is you earn too slowly. Are you going to tell your boss that after lunch today? But I think you should, though, because you're telling me we earn too slowly here. 5 years with us, 60 months, and we reckon you can reasonably expect to be on about 80 to 100,000 Rand a month. 80 to 100,000 Rand a month after half a decade. There is nothing in South Africa today that'll get you there. Nothing. I can assure you of this. I am 100% certain. I'm happy for anyone to come and show me where, starting with naught payment at the beginning, you're on 100,000 every month permanently after 60 months. There's nothing. There's nothing that we know of in South Africa today that'll do that. So whether you're willing to do it or not, well, that's up to you. It's something I cannot actually twist your arm on. We have many people at DuePoint that are doing this already. We put a handful on stage every month. Just 2 weeks ago, we had 3 people up here. We had Sandra. Sandra had a fantastic story. She's been with us for 2 years. After a year, she left us. Why? Because she was earning too slowly. She heard someone came in, and she said, flash, flash, their shiny new thing. And she thought, no, I need to go there. They're earning much faster. So she went there. And what did she find there? That firstly, she wasn't earning any faster, and secondly, she was creating nothing permanent. At the end of every month, she started at 0 and had to go out and beg everyone to buy again, beg everyone to buy again. Started at 0 at the beginning of every month. And after a while, she went, hang on, DuePoint is still paying me every month for something I did a year ago. And she came back and is now building a fantastic team. Over the period, she's earned 21,000 Rand from DuePoint. Okay. While she was gone, we paid her an extra 5,600 Rand while she was gone for nothing. It's for nothing. She never even came here. She got another 5,600. She's already started now with 8 active people that are building a channel well beyond. Look, she's up to nearly 400 people in her channel already. Now she's got belief. Having seen that the other side, the grass was not greener. It was in fact slightly burnt, and it was just the hue of the sun that made it look greener at that time. She's back here with us. Then we have Casper and Madeleine Olivia. They've been with us for a while now, worked really hard. They're an absolute model of persistency, working year after year after year. And they've built a channel slowly and steadily up to about 7,000 Rand a month. They work full time. Casper can tell you the stories of being retrenched, losing your job, having to start from scratch again, and at the same time trying to build a channel at DuePoint. And he has. What does an extra 7 grand a month mean to you when you are retrenched? Did you guys read the newspaper this morning? Liberty retrenching 800 people. They only have about 1,200 people at Liberty. That's 2/3 of the staff at one of the oldest, most established insurance companies in the country is retrenching 800 people. I mean, and people are like, no, I don't need DuePoint, I need a job. Well, there's 800 people right now that need a job because they ain't going to have one by Christmas. What's happening out there, guys? When are we going to click? When are we going to flick the switch and understand that these things are no longer options for us? Well, Casper has been a victim. But over that time, he's created a backup income of 7,000 Rand a month. When you get retrenched, isn't it nice to know that at least once a month you're getting 7 grand? Yeah. And not for selling pots. It's an awesome, awesome thing. Then we've got Lynette as well, pushed hard over the last few years, had to really break the momentum of people not understanding, not clicking, not going. But as she has worked incredibly hard and has seen breakthrough this year. And after 2.5 years with us, she's up to 16,000 bucks a month. 16,000 bucks a month. And these are not high flyers at DuePoint. These are people that have been working hard and slow. You want to see the high flyers? No problem. Go to our YouTube site and you're going to see them all there. Guys earning a couple hundred rand, 3,000, 5, 8, 10, 50, 60, 100, 120,000. They're all there. Go to the YouTube channel. You'll see them all there and how they've built their income with us here at DuePoint. You have unlimited potential. You pick where you want to be. What do you need? An extra 10 grand a month? Or do you need an extra 50 grand a month? Or do you need an extra 200,000 Rand a month? All of that can be built at DuePoint. It's an input-output system. What you're willing to put in is what it will put out for you here in a permanent, recurring basis. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that is DuePoint. Everything else I tell you now is just cherry on the cake. But that is why we become wealth engineers, to create wealth. If you want to become a wealth engineer today, simple. Go to our website. Read it, watch the videos, download the documents, whatever you need to do. Then click the join button, fill out the form. 3 minutes later, you're a wealth engineer, not a cent having left your pockets. Not a cent. And you're a wealth engineer. And this afternoon, you can start building wealth. This afternoon. You don't need another presentation. You don't have to go, oh, when's the next presentation? You go back to your office, you load YouTube, you search DuePoint, and you can play this presentation back to the people at the office. Straight after this. You have got presentations 24 hours a day available to you. If you're even more serious, get the tools. We've got that USB stick for those of you worried about the cost of data. There it is. Go get it right now, 170 Rand. We've got backup batteries for people whose phones keep failing on them. This business is built on your phone. So get your phone with a backup battery. Get the business cards. You struggle to connect people, get the business cards. And all the other stuff that we've got is in the glass cabinet. Order it from Client Services. But make sure you've got the tools to start the conversation with us. Guys, we're live on Facebook. Every day we're posting stuff there. You cannot afford to see it once in a blue moon. I had one of our wealth engineers the other night saying, yeah, I must really go and look at your Facebook page again. That just bowls me over. I want to go and shoot someone after that. When it's a Facebook page that like advertises shoes, you can go there once a month. But when it's a Facebook page that is creating wealth for you, lifetime wealth, you want to be there every day. Every day we've got stuff up. Go and follow us, go and love us on there, and make sure you stick to the heart of this business through these things. And then, folks, our YouTube channel, it's free to subscribe. Go there and subscribe. It's where your presentations are. You'll want to know when we're uploading stuff and when we're live. And then, guys, download our free app. Put it on your phone. From any one of the stores, stick it on your phone today. It is your tool for creating wealth with us. It's how you do it. All your training is on there. Watch the training. And your personal documentation and details. It's all on there. It's an amazing app. Get it and use it. We also train you guys here. We know that some people are afraid to do this because they've not done it before. No problem. We will teach you how to do it through our XP Rewards training program. Simple enough program. We take you by the hand. We lead you through a series of steps in the program, and where you complete them successfully, we reward you with what's called XP points, experience points. They accumulate. They're not worth anything. They're your level of maturity. They're your measure of experience with us. When they're accumulated, naturally, your channel's going to start growing through the training, and as your channel grows, when you meet these two criteria of experience and channel size, we rank you up. And when we rank you up, we reward you. So not only are you building a return that's there every month, but as you progress through the training, we're creating a change in wealth and a change in lifestyle for you. In the beginning, it's a little bit of cash that we reward you with. Then as you get more serious, you start to get tools and more serious cash, and then it really gets life-changing a little bit further along. At rank 5, we give you an imported lightning memory stick, got everything on that you need. You are now connecting people in your pocket every day. At rank 7, we give you a 12,500 Rand set of business cards that we import for you, we custom make for you, and we gold gild for you. It's gold gilding. It's not ink. When you hand this stuff out, people have never seen anything like it before, and they connect to DuePoint. And then at rank 9, as long as you maintain your channel size with us, every year that you do, every year that you maintain that channel size, we take you and your family away on a one-week holiday, 5-star business class, all expenses paid. None of these other funny, fake fantasies and promises that we see constantly out there, and that South Africans fall for constantly and are therefore always disappointed. Here, we deliver on everything we say. When you make it to rank 9, you'll be earning 20 to 30,000 Rand a month already with us, so you can already pay for your own Mauritius trip. But we take you and your family away as a reward for the person and the people who put the time in, the energy in, and the perseverance of getting there. And when they do, this is what their Decembers look like.
All of your wind has gone, and all of the paths you've drawn have sunk to the ocean sound where no one can see. You stand, don't let the dark embrace, cower the dreams you chase under the rust and blood. Don't let yourself give up.
Alrighty, it looks okay. And isn't it great that we don't have to show you fake stuff from the internet? We can actually show you the real stuff. It's because everything we promise, we deliver on here at DuePoint. It's the other thing that makes us completely different to everything else you've ever done. We've done it before. We're doing it again. 8th of December, all of our guys are getting on the plane. It's like 66 days or 65 days. And we're on the plane again, and we're going to go next year and the year after, the year after, the year after. And so there's no timelines or deadlines for you as a wealth engineer. If you're busy, you're going to get there slowly. If you've got lots of time, you can get there quickly. That is up to you. what you put in. And so, folks, I, this morning, again, kind of beg you to say, don't put excuses in the way of your success. You don't have options. As South Africans, we don't have something else we can go to that would be easier. There isn't. So we have to put aside the excuses. And so I'm going to put my head down. And even if it takes me 5 years to get to rank 9, I'm going to get to rank 9. And I'm going to earn my 20, 30,000 rand a month. You know, just because someone did it faster does not mean I'm not going to do it. This is up to you in how you create wealth for yourselves. For those of you who get to rank 9, you'll push through. And you'll get to rank 11. And at rank 11, you get your own car. It's not branded. It is not rented to you or financed from us. And we don't give it to you and then take it away when your production drops off. That's not what happens here. This is your car. We give it to you and hope that you get out there and get serious about building wealth for yourselves. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there's 28 ranks that we've currently mapped in our training program. That's the first 11. One can only wonder what's in the second 2/3 of the training, if that's what's in the first third of the training. Now, to get here is hard work. And so you have to keep reminding yourself that whatever gets in the way of the success is just a hump to get over. It's not the stop. It's not the end. At DuePoint, we're going to be here forever. You're going to just keep building and eventually overcome to get to these things. Guys, we launched our new Wealth Quest this month. For those of you who've been following it, last few days we're going to just show it to you. We're calling it explosive growth. For wealth engineers that are doing it this month, what do you got to do? You've got to add 7 people to your first point and get 2 qualified. You know, we're not interested in 1 person or 2 people. We're interested in serious people. Serious people are people that go out and put 7 people into their channel on their first point this month and get 2 of them qualified. If you can do that, well, then you're going to get yourself a brand new Apple iPhone and a bunch of XP. However, if you can go one step further and get 3 people that were on your first point and get them reinstated as wealth engineers, well, then we'll top it up with another 5,000 rands worth of cash. So my goodness, if we've not put everything out on the table this month for our wealth engineers, then I don't know what we have done. So get out there and start building. And then, folks, as some of you know, we're doing our national encounters at the moment. If you're stuck up in Joburg and can't get to these regions as we do them, please know you can follow us on Facebook. We are loading up the events either during or shortly after so that you can see what's going on and be involved in the encounters even if you can't get down to the venues. But for those of you who can get to the venues, we've got 4 more places we're going to in the next couple of weeks up to the 24th of November. Our next stop is Port Elizabeth. It's next week Saturday. It's fine. I don't need a weekend. But we will be, I will be there on Saturday again, as I was in Durban last week Saturday, doing a DuePoint showcase. Guys, it's a limited seat venue. You've got to get your tickets in now. You, your guests, whoever it is, remember it's not an introduction presentation, but it is good for guests. We're going to show the whole of DuePoint down there at that conference. Tickets are free, but get them booked in and make sure you start planning your transport, accommodation, etc. It is going to be awesome. Those of you who are at Durban know what I mean when I say it is awesome. We're going to do it again down in Port Elizabeth. After that, we've got Bloemfontein, Nelspruit, and Cape Town. Get the tickets booked now. You can find it under events on your app or on the events menu in our website. Get booked in. We want to see you down there, full house again, like it was in KZN. Guys, I think you can see how serious we are about what we're doing here at DuePoint. We are not mucking around. We're in the business of creating wealth. We're not in the business of selling products. Never again will you have to talk about a product again. What you'll talk about going forward is how you've changed your life financially, permanently. Not in selling trinkets, but in creating monthly recurring income. That's what we're doing here. If you're interested in joining us, come and talk to us. Come and ask us questions and concerns. Talk to the people who connected you today or call client service if you've got questions. But we need you to get out there, pick this tool up, and start getting serious about creating options in your lives going forward. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to see all of you outside, and thanks for all of you who've tuned in today.